Imagine a world where vast, untamed lands stretched endlessly, ruled not by laws, but by courage. A world where every sunrise was a chance for survival, and every sunset was a victory. Cowboys didn't just live in this world, they defined it. But what if I told you that the impact of cowboys isn't just a tale of the Wild West? That their legacy shapes the America you know today in ways you never imagined? Buckle up, this is the story of how cowboys changed American history forever. Cowboys as we know them didn't start with gunfights or Hollywood movies. They emerged in the 1800s, born from necessity when cattle ranching became the backbone of the American economy. Now, here's a question for you. Did you know that the cowboy tradition owes much of its roots to Mexican vaqueros? These skilled horsemen taught early American settlers how to herd cattle, tame wild horses, and survive on the open range. Without their influence, the cowboy might not even exist. And let's be honest, can you imagine a cowboy without a sombrero-inspired wide-brimmed hat? It just wouldn't work. But the cowboy's role was about to grow far beyond cattle drives and lassos. Let's dive into how these rugged individuals began to shape the very fabric of America. The American West in the mid-1800s was wild, unpredictable, and lawless. Cowboys became the embodiment of bravery and resilience. They turned the untamable wilderness into a land of opportunity. But here's the kicker, taming the West wasn't just about hard work, it was about survival. Imagine herding thousands of cattle across hundreds of miles while facing extreme weather, hostile wildlife, and, pause for effect, the occasional outlaw ambush. If that doesn't sound intense enough, consider this, these cowboys were often teenagers. Yes, many were just 15 or 16 years old. Are you ready to saddle up now? But while the West gave cowboys their playground, it also came with its challenges, ones that would forever alter the trajectory of America. Cowboys weren't just rugged heroes, they were economic powerhouses. The cattle drives of the 1860s and 1870s fueled America's growing appetite for beef. Think of them as the Amazon delivery drivers of their time, except instead of packages, they delivered thousands of pounds of beef to feed a rapidly growing nation. And trust me, there was no 2-day shipping. But here's what made their work revolutionary. Cowboys connected rural America to bustling cities, creating the first truly national economy. Without them, the industrial boom of the late 19th century might have looked very different. Yet their impact wasn't limited to cattle, it extended into shaping American identity itself. Beyond the grit and guns, cowboys lived by an unwritten code, one that emphasized loyalty, honesty, and perseverance. This cowboy code became a metaphor for the American spirit, standing tall in the face of adversity. In a divided nation, this code reminded people of values that could unite them. Think about it, even today, the image of a lone cowboy riding into the sunset evokes a sense of freedom and hope. But here's something to chew on. Was the cowboy life as glamorous as it seems? Or was it riddled with hardships that we rarely hear about? The truth about the real cowboy lifestyle might surprise you. Fast forward to the 20th century, and cowboys took on a new role, cultural icons. Hollywood transformed them into larger-than-life heroes, sparking the Wild West, craze that captured the imagination of millions. Of course, if real cowboys saw how clean-shaven and well-dressed their Hollywood counterparts were, they might have had a good laugh, or a good fight. But the impact was profound. The cowboy became a symbol of resilience, individuality, and freedom, core values that continue to define America. Yet, as we'll uncover, this romanticized image sometimes overshadowed the true diversity and struggles of the cowboy experience. Did you know that 1 in 4 cowboys was African American? Or that Native Americans and Mexican vaqueros played pivotal roles in shaping cowboy culture? These stories, often overlooked, remind us that cowboys were as diverse as the land they rode across. They broke barriers, forged new identities, and proved that courage knows no color. So why are these stories missing from mainstream history? Stick around as we reveal how these cowboys left their mark on America. Cowboys may no longer roam the untamed wilderness, but their spirit lives on. From ranchers preserving traditions to rodeo stars inspiring the next generation, the cowboy remains a vital part of American culture. And here's the real question. In a rapidly changing world, can we still hold on to the values they embodied? Or will we let them fade into history? The Cowboys' journey wasn't just about grit, it was about adaptability. As America expanded westward, Cowboys were on the front lines of innovation. They adapted to new tools and technologies that transformed not only their work but the nation itself. Take barbed wire, for example. It sounds simple, but it revolutionized ranching. By fencing vast open lands, cowboys could manage cattle more efficiently and protect livestock from predators. But here's a twist. Did barbed wire make cowboys less necessary? Or did it evolve their role into something even more significant? Stick around to learn how cowboys navigated a rapidly changing world, and how they helped America do the same. For all its romanticism, the life of a cowboy wasn't for the faint of heart. Death was a constant companion, whether from harsh weather, disease, or violent encounters. Imagine riding through a thunderstorm, your life in the balance, knowing that one wrong move could cost you everything. Or facing a stampede of 1,000 panicked cattle, where the slightest misstep could be your last. And as if the dangers weren't enough, there was always the risk of your coffee running out. Because let's face it, no cowboy ever made it through a long night on the range without caffeine. But despite the hardships, cowboys endured. And their resilience offers lessons that resonate to this day. So, what can we learn from the cowboys? In a world that's constantly changing, their adaptability teaches us to embrace challenges head-on. Their loyalty reminds us of the power of community. And their courage? It's a call to action for every one of us to ride boldly into the unknown. In times of uncertainty, the cowboy spirit offers a roadmap. But here's the catch, it's up to us to keep that spirit alive. Are we willing to saddle up and face our challenges with the same determination? Or will we let their legacy become just another forgotten chapter in history? The cowboy story isn't just about the past, it's about the future. Their resilience, values, and unbreakable spirit continue to inspire. And as long as there are open skies and dreams to chase, the cowboy will remain an enduring symbol of hope. So, as you go about your day, ask yourself, what's your frontier? And how will you rise to meet it? Don't let this story end here. Hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs inspiration, and subscribe for more tales of courage, resilience, and transformation. Until next time, keep riding toward your dreams.